Hello, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I'm your host, Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thank you for joining us today. Hey, we've been reading a lot about this in the news, and there's a lot of states that have been pushing for this lately. It's called constitutional carry. And so today I thought we'd take a few minutes and talk about what exactly is constitutional carry and what does it mean to you here in Washington State. Well, as always, if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button down below. If you want to stay up to date on all issues related to Washington gun law or anything related to your Second Amendment rights, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And remember, you can always follow us at WashingtonGunLaw.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and of course, right here on YouTube. So what exactly is constitutional carry? Well, in the simplest of terms, constitutional carry is the right to keep and bear arms, concealed or not, with or without any restrictions from the federal government, the state government, or any local agency. There are other terms for this policy, including permitless carry, unrestricted carry, and Vermont carry, so named for a state that actually has never restricted its citizens from being able to carry firearms and protect themselves consistent with their Second Amendment rights. In states where constitutional carry policies exist, you do not have to go through specific licensing or training programs to carry a firearm in any way. Now, as we know here in Washington State, if you want to carry a firearm concealed on your person or loaded in your automobile, you must get a CPL consistent with RCW 9.41.070. However, we also know that in Washington State, we are a shall issue state, which means that unless law enforcement can prove that you are ineligible to otherwise possess a firearm, they shall issue you that concealed pistol license. Now, Washington State has its own version of constitutional carry, if you would, and that is that in Washington State, as you are aware, you are permitted to openly carry a firearm and you do not need a concealed pistol license to do it. So long as you are otherwise lawfully allowed to possess a firearm and you are not displaying it in a manner which is meant to threaten, intimidate, or coerce another person, you may openly carry in this state without a license. So for many Second Amendment supporters, the firearm regulation rollbacks that we're seeing in certain states means that it's never really been easier for a person to exercise their Second Amendment rights. Constitutional carry policies and rollbacks do, unfortunately, of course, have bitter enemies. Now, there have been several states in the United States that have always allowed for constitutional carry, but it seems to be an increasing trend, predominantly in conservative-run states, and predominantly in response to some rather threatening and menacing messages coming from Washington, D.C., and their desire to disarm the American citizens and deprive them of their Second Amendment rights. Understand that under Washington law, we will not accept an out-of-state concealed pistol license from any state unless all of their requirements are exactly the same as what's contained in RCW 9.41.070. And for that reason, we know now that we only have 9 states from around the country in which if you are a concealed carry license holder from that state, that license would be recognized by Washington. However, as more and more of these states move to constitutional carry, we anticipate that Governor Inslee and Attorney General Ferguson will remove those states from the reciprocal agreements that we have. And also considering the political environment that we are here in Washington, at least currently operating on, I would say the likelihood of constitutional carry ever making it here to Washington State at the current time is incredibly remote. There are numerous states right now that do offer constitutional carry or do afford its citizens the right of constitutional carry, and they include the following. Alaska, which just passed that law this year. Arkansas, which has actually had that law since 2018. Idaho was also as part of 2018. Iowa recently. Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, a new one, Utah, also another new one, Vermont, In Vermont, I should point out, it has always been that way. West Virginia and Wyoming. And of course, the newest state to the list of constitutional carry is the great state of Texas. So, is constitutional carry really necessary? Well, I think that's an unfair question, and I think it's the wrong question to be asking ourselves because when we talk about our constitutional rights, especially the right to keep and bear arms and to defend ourselves, it's not about what is necessary, it's about what is our God given right. The Second Amendment clearly states that a well regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And a strict and literal interpretation means that the government, whether it be the federal government, the state government, or the local government, cannot place any unreasonable restrictions on your right to keep and bear arms. What constitutional carry is really is a codification of the Second Amendment. And so, do I think that it is unique? No, I don't think it is unique, but I think it is something that these states should be very proud of because you obviously have leadership that respects and will preserve your Second Amendment rights and allow you to protect yourself. Listen, you may have more questions about constitutional rights or other questions related to your Second Amendment rights. If you do, don't ever hesitate to contact us here at WashingtonGunLaw.com. You can always email me directly, William@WashingtonGunLaw.com, or of course, you can call us directly, 425-765-0487. Listen, part of being the responsible and lawful gun owner, like we preach here at Washington Gun Law, is to know what the law is in every situation and how it applies to you in every instance that you may find yourself in. Until next time, thanks for watching and stay safe.